Hey everyone, welcome to Jerry's Boutique. I'm Michael, and today's video we're just going to show you a little bit about what we do. For those of you who don't know, my wife and I and my son Dylan, we scrap for extra money and resell things that we find. Pretty much everything we find is on the side of the road. We do some dumpsters, but not a lot. And today this is just from about 20-30 minutes of roadside scrapping. We filled up the back of the Scion, and yes, we junk out of a 2010 Scion. It helps in two ways. One, it's nice and roomy, keeps us cozy when it's cold out, and two, we only take what we can fit in our Scion, so that means that the bigger stuff we leave for other scrappers around the neighborhood, because believe me, there's enough for everybody. This is a pile of stuff that we've been saving on for a couple weeks. Some of it we found this morning, and usually it's more neat than this, but it's been kind of cold, so we've just been throwing things out, stacking it up here. And then over here we have a container that we keep all our non-ferrous in, our aluminum, our copper, our brass, and stuff like that. Well, alright, we're just going to unload this and kind of give you a run through of what we found this morning as we unload it. And if you notice or not, there's some TVs in there, and I would say that's probably one of the #1 things we find is flat screen TVs. And yes, they are scrappable. We got metal inside of them, so we usually, separate the cords and take them to the scrap yard separately. We try to clean as much as we can so that we get the most value out of it. We're just starting off, so we don't have a whole lot of tools or abilities, but we do what we can. Like today, I think we found 3 TVs this morning, and we already had one in the pile. There you go, little TV. And we always, if the screen's not broken, we always test on them. Because believe it or not, I find working TVs all the time. So that's one of the different avenues we use to make money from this. A dog head Bluetooth speaker. There's not much scrap value in that, but I like it, so we're keeping it. Another TV. The reason we call ourselves Jerry's Boutique is because not only do we scrap, but we find a lot of cool vintage things that we end up keeping or either reselling. So that's just another avenue that we try to make income with. See these stools we have here? They are very cool, but they're not worth fixing up, so they will go straight to the scrap pile. Microwave. We usually test on everything, but that one looks like it doesn't work, so we're not going to worry about testing it. And here we got a radiator out of a truck. That's a nice find. I enjoy cleaning those up and getting those down to the scrap pile. Razor scooter. That's probably the #2 things you find. And see, what we do is we fill this thing up maybe 2 or 3 times a day sometimes when we go out scrapping, and we bring it home. We unload everything right here, and when we get enough up, we bring it out here into the yard and we smash things down, we cut the cords, we just basically prep them. And then, believe it or not, we get up to 1,000 pounds in the back of this car. We play a little bit of Jenga, a little jigsaw puzzle, a little redneck ingenuity, and we get it in there, and we take it on down to the scrap yard right up next to all the big trucks. And this, believe it or not, scrapping out of the Scion is not the weirdest thing we've seen. There's people that drive up on their lawnmowers with little trailers behind them down there, so I commend that. Anything you can do, if it works, it works. I don't hate on anybody. You got to get it done. And occasionally, I know you see this is a big mess because we scrap out of here. It's like a work truck / limousine. But we do take about a day out of a month and we clean all this out and vacuum it, so we can just go load it down again. Well, thank y'all for helping us make this video and unload. My wife, my son, and come back for some more videos. Like, share, subscribe. Love you.